presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Oh, look who we have.
It's a beautiful day. Got our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But holy, I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7.5 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. You are what you believe you are. Humans are powerful magicians. You can have the power to make yourself what you are right now, but it's not your reasoning mind that controls your power. It's what you believe. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 318, NASDAQ off 228, S&P's off 58, gold contract down $19.50, trading $19.51 an ounce. Silver down 39 cents, $27.08 an ounce. Light sweet crude up 82 cents, $40.98 a barrel. Notes and bonds. 10-year note flat, 139.14. 30-year bond up 8 ticks at 176.15. And King Dollar. King Dollar down 266 ticks, trading 92.949. The euro is at 118. The yen is at 104.70, and the British pound is at 129 to 1 U.S. dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, you get lower price coming at you. You get an expansion of volume. Bottom line, we made highs in the S&P yesterday with 82 million shares. You're going to have about 82 million on the way down. You're going after the swing point that has 84. We're going to do 84. Doesn't look to me like on the SPY that you're going to hit the 331. That being said, bottom line, NDX 100, which is our leader, on the way up as well as the way down. This got a confirmed ABC structure on the way down, and I expect you're going to see we need 71 million shares. You're at 66 right now. The Qs will end up doing about 85 million. Your B point on the Qs is 266.90. We hit 266.68, so you broke it. Now, bottom line, just need 5 million more shares. The kicker here, which you want to get out of this more than anything, folks, is this, whether you're a bull or a bear. When you get ABC structures on the way down and the way up, doesn't mean you have to make them, okay? Bottom line, the probabilities are pretty good. What you want to wrap your head around is this. What is the price projection? The reason I'm saying that is that the price projection is 240, which totally makes sense just if you actually look at the way that we actually went up. Because what happens is this. If you take a look at the expansion contraction inside of this, if we just go back to March, the bottom line, that's a 50% retracement. Now, a 50% retracement is a normal retracement in a move, not in the market, folks, okay? But in a move, that's a normal retracement. And in this particular case, because we went up so dramatically, yes, that would be dramatic. There's no two ways about that. But that's, whether you're a bull or a bear, keep that in mind. 240, man, is out there. And what we've seen, let me show you this intraday, and this is what ends up happening when markets change. On bull markets, all surprises are to the upside. On bear markets, corrections, all surprises are to the downside. And if we bring up this NQs first, what you're going to see is that every time, even intraday today, that you're falling out of bed, it comes out of nowhere. And the last one really came out of nowhere. It basically, and the one I'm talking about is the bar from 1420, 220 this afternoon. Bottom line, you get sellers out there. And if you use intraday charts, you're going to see it's very clear, if you're watching Tiger TV right now, how we went up first with light volume, you accelerated down with heavier volume, you tested the lows out here. Bottom line, you went back topside. The last bounce we had out here, inside the, well, here, one second. So let me put the cues up. The cues are a better indication since everyone definitely has the cues. Okay, so if we pick the cues up here, what you're going to see is that, we come down with volume. The bounce that we got up there, even at, what was that? Almost 2 o'clock. Yeah, 2:10. We had 675,000 shares traded. Well, the 675 was going against 1.2 million. Then you come off of that with 992,000. This is where you can get some real clarity inside of the marketplace, the buying and selling and the texture of it, okay? Who's going against who? Who's winning the battle intraday as we move through today? Gold contract out here down $18. Gold's coming into some big numbers. We take a look at the contract itself. We got down to 1938. We're out at 1951 right now. You're going to see that you came down with 256,000 contracts, rejected the lower price, and you're going into 416. So the way that lays out, when you get that dramatic, meaning you come into much heavier volume, you rejected it, you go higher, it wants higher price. Silver, we take a look at the silver market out here. What do we have with the silver market? Silver market, SIZ. Okay, so silver market out here, we are 27.11. That came down to 26.40. Silver is so psycho, it's unbelievable, actually, but it is what it is. That came in to 140,000 contracts at 91. Now, for all you commodity bills out here, this is going to get interesting. We've been looking at the stock. We've been talking about the stock in general. You get a bad day, we'll take a look at Mosaic. Now, we own this stock, okay? Bottom line, Mosaic broke topside. You're going to have an ABC structure on the way up. Well, it's going to need... No, you're going to have it. Yeah, you already have an ABC structure on the way up. You get a breakout, you get an ABC structure on the way up. We got to, what, 19... You get about $5.50. So you get about $23, $24 that it wants to run to. The bigger issue that you actually want to get out of a Mosaic, I believe NTR is running. All these potash stocks are running, I believe. Yeah, you get Nutrients running up 71 cents. That is already an ABC up. Yeah, that did it and then didn't do anything last week, but that already broke it. That B point is 39. Your A point is 32. You get $7. That gives you 43. What you want to get out of that, folks, is this: is that when they start running, most times what you see is that commodities start running in a big way. That's how that baby shakes out. Because what does happen is that if they can get more money for the commodities, the potash dealers, they go up so fast on the prices. It's amazing. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Hi, folks. Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks. The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The Gold Report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down to 246. You got the NASDAQ off 181. S&Ps are off 47. Let's go take a look at Facebook. Facebook is, they're all taking quite a hit out here. Bottom line, Facebook, another ABC structure down. So you got an A point out here of 303. You get a B point of 262. Well, that's a beauty, man. You get $40. Your C point is 276, so you get 236. 236. We're at 252. You get a gap at 229. Yeah, it's going into the gap. Now check this out with Facebook. This is pretty wild. So this comes across the right before I get on. Facebook to curb internal debate about sensitive issues among employees. Listen to this. Facebook is moving to curb internal debate around divisive political and social topics, Chief Executive Mark Zuckerberg said Thursday in the wake of a spat of disputes and criticism that has fueled discord among staff. The steps will include delineating which parts of the internal company messaging platform are acceptable for such discussions and careful moderation of the discussions when they occur. Mr. Zuckerberg told employees at a company meeting, according to a spokesman. Employees shouldn't have to confront social issues in their day-to-day work unless they want to, the CEO said. Folks, he's so out of touch, it's insane. So I'll just give you my story, right? So picture this, you know, bottom line, grew up in Boston, a lot of friends grew up in South Boston, okay? Bottom line, you know, Trump gets elected, right? I'm not for Trump. Plenty of my friends are for Trump, okay? You had a choice. The choice is, do you want to still have friends, or do I want to be on Facebook, or even deal with any of that on a digital basis versus face-to-face? Guess what? He's out of his mind, okay? Because that is set up for people to say things that they won't say in person. This is my take on it. That they won't say in person, and it's just set up for decisiveness in a monster way. Bottom line, I just got off everything, okay? Because it's a lot easier, because my friends are more important than the rest of it, okay? We can all have disagreements, and we do. But he's dreaming that if he thinks that you're going to have, he's the king, okay, of the aspect of how this whole deal goes, okay? So anyway, Facebook's got an ABC structure on the way down. Some of the higher volume equities out here that we take a look at. What do we have? We have Apple's down 238. You got Tesla's down $18. We got Eastman Kodak up $1. Don't touch Eastman Kodak, folks. There's nothing that's going to come out good on Eastman Kodak. American Airlines down 24 cents. Now, the airlines are going to get interesting here, and this is why. If we take a look at the airlines, okay, and I'm not saying don't buy the airlines, okay? I'm not saying that, but you want to keep an eye on. The reason being is this: the airlines have given notice that the amount of people they're going to lay off is extraordinary, okay? That is happening as of October 1st. The Democrats, Republicans, administration, everyone is basically getting their bargaining chips together, trying to figure out, okay, stimulus, no stimulus, and all that. I expect, folks, that the reason I'm saying keep your eye on these airlines, I expect there's going to be a stimulus before that October deadline, because the bottom line is that legally what the airlines have done is that they've given their notice like they have to give the notice. And the next package, in order to keep these airlines alive, they're going to have to come up with something. And they're going to have to come up with it before the 1st of October. And the reason I'm saying that is that I just can't picture when it's going to be really sad. Let's put it this way. I just can't get to the scenario that you know that 50,000 people are going to lose their jobs and their decent jobs, and, you know, what, they wait 3 weeks later and you get heartache out here? I just don't see it. I think there's, and because in the middle of the voting, whether you're Republican or Democrat, man, they'll throw as many out as they can throw out. So we'll see where this shakes out. But what I do see is that somewhere in this time frame, they're going to have a bill, and it can't be just an airline bill. I just don't see how that's going to fly. But, you know, we'll see how it shakes out. Banks. Let's go take a look at, we can take a look at Citibank first. This Citibank, this is building cause now. We're at $45 right now. This is building cause to get down to the 38 level. This just cracked everything. In fact, when you take a price projection on this, 48, 58, yeah, you got 14 off 48, so you got 38, 34. 34 is your next stop on this. And right now you're at 45. Now we take a look at a couple of strong banks. JP Morgan, you can see JP Morgan is only down $1.80. Big difference. You know, bottom line is that, is this going to go after the bottom of the consolidation? Yeah, I think it's going to. Excuse me. That's, you know, we'll see how it basically handles the 96 area first. We take a look at Bank of America. Same setup. The banks are weak right now, but the banks are going to make more money, folks. Because why? Because there's more cash that is accelerating through the economy. Even the velocity is not happening. The velocity, that's how inflation could get going. The velocity is how many times a dollar passes hands, okay? We don't have velocity going in the marketplace. We haven't had it going for a long period of time. Gold bugs. Let's go take a look at the gold bugs index as well as the XAU out here. Gold bugs index today down $6.69. We are trading out here still at the top of the range. Hasn't been able to basically push through this baby yet. Still building cause. The XAU, same setup. Yeah, exact same setup. XAU did reject lower price out here today. Still down $2.54, but was as low as 150. Now you're at 153. Same type of setup. And then good old King Dollar. This is pretty amazing. Whoever's selling King Dollar at the top of these ranges is something else. So the last swing point on King Dollar, folks, was 98,662. We made it to 93,662. We made it today to 93,592 and then just gave it up in spades, which is just amazing because the bottom line, if we take a look at the euro, you know, euro did reject lower price at 117. You're at 118. The pound, though, I believe got smoked. Let me look at this pound. No, look at the pound came back. That's what you have. Interesting, man. Yeah. Well, Yeah, the pound went sideways to higher. The bottom line is it did come back. So the dollar continues to build costs, folks. Build costs at 88. We get $88, folks. We're going to have 2,700, probably 3,000 gold. And that's where this is the setup. We're in this setup right now, man. That's where the way this thing is looking to me. That's where this thing is shaking out. Dow Industrials right now down 289. You get the Nasdaq off 219. S&P's off 54. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today. TFNN has developed a daily programming lineup for traders by traders. We start every trading day live at 8:30 a.m. with Tommy O'Brien hosting the morning market kickoff as he starts the day off by breaking down everything you need to know about what's going on for the trading day ahead. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento takes your calls and questions live on the air for the opening bell as he hosts Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom and Tommy O'Brien host the Bull Bear Trading Hour. At 11 a.m., it's Kevin Hinks and Alex Coffey from TD Ameritrade Network with Fast Market. Basil Chapman at noon with the Tiger Technicians Hour. Steve Rhodes hosts the Trader's Edge at 1 p.m. Dave White with the Power Trading Hour at 2 p.m. And Tom O'Brien closes out the day for the final hour of trading live from 3 till 4. Don't miss a second of our daily programming lineup. Tune in to Tiger TV every trading day live at TFNN.com. Educating investors.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down at 292, Nasdaq's off 220, S&Ps are off 55. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Basil Chapman, as we do each and every Thursday at 30 past the hour. And don't forget, folks, Basil does an outstanding show here every trading day, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, The Opening Call. Now, it's very easy to get The Opening Call. You come over to our website at TFNN. You're going to see it right under featured content, right in the middle. You just hit The Opening Call. You hit subscribe. You can get The Opening Call for 1 month for $128. You can get it for 6 months for $595, which is a savings of $173. You can get it for a year for $995, which is a savings of $541. They all come, folks, with a 30-day money-back guarantee, and Basil has 9 archives on this. So when you just Scribe number one, you're going to see all the workshops that are inside there. You can be basically studying 24 hours a day, and you are going to be riding that wave. Basil Chapman, what's going on, brother?
Hi, Tom. How are you doing there?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Very good. Interesting market. I was listening to you.
We got to. Hey, listen. Bottom line, folks, out here today, you could be a bull or a bear. I mean, we've been down all day, but you've had some good bounces. I mean, it's a trader's market out here, man.
Yesterday and today, I mean, there was a fantastic move up yesterday, big move down, then another move up, then the Fed came in, another move down pretty much the same thing today, except there's a deeper decline altogether.
Yes.
So this volatility that we've seen over the last couple of days, I think we better get used to it because there's a lot going on. You could go to any one, I always talk about this dark news cloud cover. We haven't got any one thing specifically, but there's this overhang. I spoke to you about a week or so ago. I said, someone who loves the water, who loves being out in the water, I'm sure you are constantly, even if it's not something you're doing in the forefront, the back of your mind is constantly assessing the winds and the clouds and just everything that goes into, just like we look at the market. You're looking at the tide, you're looking at these rip waves. You got a lot going on.
Particularly the wind.
you're talking. It's a wonderful expression that the wind at your back. I mean, that just says it all. It just sums up. Right. So we are now facing the wind. It's a little different. So there's a little bit of zigzagging we've got to look at. So this is what I love to look at. What chart formations do I always talk about, which I teach about in my courses? Here's the pattern that I love to look at. There's a straight line, up or down, a cup formation, or an arch formation. You can get a mix of the two. And in this case, there's a straight line down, and then there's a rally that kind of stalls. It looks like an arch, but altogether overall, it looks like a lowercase h with a little bit of a slope at the back. When you test that left side low, how you come out of it is really important. And now we'll see what happens. Look, when we go to the Dow, first of all, the chart on the left is the daily, in the middle is the weekly, on the right is the monthly. The monthly is a V-shaped pattern, hasn't broken to the upside. We've seen, I showed the other day during my Tiger Technicians Hour, I said, look how the V-shaped pattern in the S&P is broken to the upside. Look how the Q, I'll show it right now, SPX. Look at this. Of course, I typed in the wrong place. SPX, there it is. S&P broke out well above the 33.93 high of February of this year before it plunged about 35%. But it's gone right to a trend line resistance, but it's closed at least once, well above the 33.93 area. Even now, as we're talking, it's 50 points above that. So that's one thing. But look at the QQQ. This is all the monthly chart on the right. Look at the high that was made in February, 237. This is the Index 100 trading vehicle. Drops to 164. It hit 303. I mean, that is an incredible move. It's not even a V-shape. It's just a breakout. So now we can go to the weekly chart. We're going backwards here. The weekly chart has made a peak E in the Chapman wave and has pulled back sharply. It's testing the green. It's just under the green 9-period moving average. The black moving average is the 14-period. That's a 204. And we've got an up channel where you've made, just from the low of March, you kept making higher highs and higher lows all the way through. And finally, you got to this E, and you've made a peak E, which to me is a signal to say, be careful. So this is going to make it very important that if there's a close below the 14-period moving average for the first time in a long time, that's going to be serious. But here's the pattern that I was looking at, that H pattern. So we come straight down, go down to 266.90. Rally up to just over 280, and today we took out that left side low. So that's, I love your expression when you chip away. It's like you always say, hitting the ceiling, and then finally you make a hole.
Yeah,
this is the bottom.
So on those Qs too, Basil, when you take a look at it, it almost like it basically jumped. It's the only. Well, it's not the only one, but when you look at the S&P, it's the only one. I mean, that's going to close way below its 50, and that's a first. Going all the way back to April. Oh, my God, look at this. April.
Oh, yeah, I mean, this is amazing.
April 14th.
Right. So what we're looking at here is that it doesn't have to be this waterfall cascade. We've already done that once from 303 on the 2nd September in the Qs. Remember, for my subscribers to my opening call, we had bought puts the day before. We closed them out for really nice gains. But now what we're looking at is it's making lower lows and lower highs, and it's got that H pattern. Now, what's really important about this, how it closes over the next 2 days is important, because once you go under, the rule of thumb for me is that it has 2 days to close above, and if it closes above and the technicals start to turn up, you could have a rally to the next moving average or a doji high or a peak on the left side. But in this case, the MACD and stochastic are still very weak. So I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, we can rotate through the different sectors. That's fine. The Qs have had, the techs have had a spectacular move. It isn't the 2000.com move, but it is a spectacular move nevertheless. So they can have a period of rest. But wait a minute, what happens in the interim? Well, what I said to subscribers, we're going to go kind of under the radar. We're going to be looking at areas that deep cyclicals that people just aren't looking at, that maybe could in fact have a bit of a rally, a counter-trend rally, while the overbought sectors take a breather. So, I mean, yeah, you can look at Caterpillar. Look at this. This is Caterpillar. Look at that move. It's just look at that weekly chart, monthly chart. Just broke above the high that was made in February. So we were very lucky. We bought U.S. Steel, X is the symbol, and we bought it at $7.46 just a couple of days ago. And today it hit $8.50. That doesn't mean I've got it as a leg A, but now that it's broken to the high, I have to be a little careful. I have to say, maybe it's a continuation of the last move. So I'm always a little cautious, and I say E/A. And that just says, fabulous move. You're going to have to do a little bit more work to prove that this is not a one-time thing, because look at the weekly chart. It's already just sideways, but it did break to a new recovery high. And look at that horrible monthly, unbelievable. I'm talking about a stock that was it was $47 back in March of 2018, dropped to $4.45. This is the U.S. Steel. I mean, this is America, right? So you've got to watch this and say, that was terrible. Now there's a lot of work to be done. But what I am saying is, I think this is a period to be very selective. You spoke about commodities. We've had a commodity index. It's actually a commodity agricultural fund, the DBA, for quite some time now. It's done we're in the 13s. It's up to the 1485. So I think you've got to be selective. Don't be afraid to be selective, and just be careful of what is very overbought.
Folks, come over to our website, right under featured content. Subscribe to the open call. Baz, have a great one, safe one. We look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thank you very much, Tom.
Thank you. Stay right there, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live, and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors. If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 147. You get the Nasdaq off 156. S&Ps are off 38. And you get this battle set up, folks. This is a pretty cool watching how this is going to shake out. So if we go to the SPYs, and we take a look at the SPYs coming into this close here, what you're going to see, bottom line is that, this battle, the battle line was set up at on the SPY is 335.31. You popped it. Now you can see this. You get volume on the pop. Bottom line, the SPY had volume. Now let's go over to the Qs, because this is where, when I was showing you at the beginning of the program, the Qs are the weakest and did not enter the only confirmed ABC structure on the way down. Now on top of that, what you're going to see inside of the Qs is that when we actually just went up into that same area, you did not get the volume. And this is really intriguing because, when you watch indices, folks, and ETF structures, the bottom line is that when they're whacking one, they're whacking the other. When they're buying one, they're buying the other. So this is there's something that is a little bit stronger inside that S&P, no doubt, than there is in these Qs in a big way. So right now, the Qs are 269.85, and that's the battle line. That's the last swing point that was up there that failed. And that is where, when I was talking about the aspect that in a bull market, all the surprises to the upside. In a bear market, correction, all the surprises to the downside. And that's when actually someone, bottom line, a larger trader, just hit that. This was at 210. And bottom line brought the Qs from 269 to 268.10 in basically one trade. So this is going to be intriguing coming into the close here, watching how this is going to shake out. Because when you do look at the aspect of the overall picture, like when we're looking at this market right now, you had the volatility out there, no doubt. You're at the bottom of the range. That being said, though, you've made a few good moves out here today. My larger take is that what we have here is that you are building cause inside the S&Ps to do exactly what the Qs are doing. The Qs are doing an ABC structure on the way down. We get quad witching tomorrow inside of the marketplace. That's going to keep the volatility up. That's going to bring the volume up extraordinarily. No two ways about that. I would say that what is game out here on a basis of the next couple weeks is the swing area from the 15th of June. And that'd be quite a hit. That'd basically, wreck some, trades that have been out there all summer long. I mean, that's how this seems to be shaken out. Inside the Dow Industrials, the strength versus the weakness inside the Dow Industrials. Strength out here all day long has been Walgreens Boots. You got Dow Chemical, Dow. They just call it. Yeah, what do they call it now? It's interesting. They just call it Dow now. Caterpillar is up 2%. You got 3M up 1%, taken away from it. Now, you got Salesforce down 2.9%. Goldman's off at 2.7%. You got Apple off 1.9%. And inside the NDX 100, what do we have? Strength out here is BioMolin, that's up 3.2%. Walgreens again up 2.4%. Taken away from it, Illumina's down 7.5%. You get eBay off 3.5%, Facebook 3.8%, and Tesla 3.7%. Now, when we do go over and take a look at Amazon also, what you're going to see is this. This is where this comes down to the point of an Amazon. Amazon also is an ABC structure on the way down. What we have with Amazon out here, Amazon broke the B point. The B point on Amazon is 3083. We're at 2994. Amazon needed how many? Yeah, it needed 5 million shares, and the bottom line is that we have 5.6. So when you get big dogs, let's go to Google for a second. Let me see how Google's set up. So if we get Google also, Google is down 32. It needs 1.5 million. This is going to be wild, man. If Google's going to do an ABC structure down too, this is going to be some serious business. Because what you have is that the A point on Google is 1733. Whoa, baby, that's a nice one. The B point is 1497. You're talking about 203 points will get you 1359, set up the same place. This, what you have here, folks, is this. When you're doing price projections, and this is the third one we did that's coming down to the aspect of the June 30th, June 15th area, and that's the last time that we had a type of pullback. That's where we're going. That's how these things are basically laying out. So if you get a list of stocks that you want, I wouldn't be buying them right now. I'd start, basically scratching them down there, figuring out, when they're down at those lower levels, if that's where we get, bottom line, that's when you start basically picking things up when the world will be screaming. Because if we get down to that level, not that that level is a big deal, but that level is a 50% retracement from the move up the last 6 months. And that's a big number. Some of the volumes out here, we're going to get volume inside the NYSE out here today. Right now, you're at 598. That, we did 1.1 million yesterday. That'll 1.1 billion. That'll get into the billions again today. Inside the composite, you're at 3.1. That is going to be an acceleration of volume also in the composite, because we did 3.6 yesterday. They'll put more than 500 million into the composite as we come into that close. So now what you're going to have is this. You're going to have basically a lower price. You're going to have an expansion of volume as you get down to that lower price, and that says that you can get some follow-through. There's no doubt that the amount of volatility tomorrow will be huge. The transports. Let's go take a look at the transports out here as a sector, because you had the trains running, UPS running. Yeah, transports aren't backing off, man. You're down $10 today, but guess what? You were down at 11,332, and you're 200 points above that right now. You're 11,545. So those transports basically are not backing off. Let's see. FedEx, of course, come out with huge numbers. That being said, the bottom line is that it got up to 256. You're trading 244, and that looks to me like it's going to finish the gap. 239 is the top of that gap. You got the 242 out here today. UPS, which is a much stronger setup than FedEx. UPS is trading out at 159. That is laying right at all-time highs, where the FedEx basically is not at those levels. Let's go take a look at Tesla, see where Tesla's at out here, because Tesla, man, that thing just runs both ways, no two ways. Okay, so we take a look at Tesla. Tesla's trading 425. That's, of course, after the split. Yeah, look at that. That's rejected lower price at 408 today. Yeah, Tesla's in a consolidation and just refuses basically lower prices out here. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 133, NASDAQ off 145, S&P's off 34. We'll come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow off 140, NASDAQ down 145, S&Ps are off 34. We go take a look at just the ETF structures and look at the volumes as we're coming into the close. Yeah, you get the Qs. We did 75 million. You're blowing away the 71. It's not over. They'll still throw another at least 5 million into that. The SPY, what you have with the SPY is that you're at 80 million. We were at 80 yesterday, I think, too. Yeah, at 82 yesterday. Your swing has 84. So there's the SPY is going to have to build a little bit more cause. But that's divergence. It's very unusual when they both don't agree. But that's what you do have right now. If we take a look at the small caps, they backed down. The small caps are not saying much, actually. That's, the bottom line. They've been the weakest, for 2 years. That being said, the bottom line, I guess that helps them dramatically when markets actually get hit by being the weakest, because it's not that they don't take them south real quick, no doubt. The XLF is what you also want to watch. So the XLF, yeah, that's not saying much right now. What I've found, folks, is that what normally happens in corrections like this, the XLF will be the last to go. But when it goes, it's pretty ugly. I mean, because it stays steady for such a long period of time, and then all of a sudden it lets loose. Let's go look at the IBB. I haven't done that in a long time. This thing is probably, yeah, so the IBB is still strong, man. The IBB, you know, you get, these are large biotechs, but yeah, that's been basically consolidating out there since November 11th. So get some sleep tonight. You get quad witching tomorrow, folks. Bottom line is that you're going to get some movements in these markets. There's no two ways about that. You know, quad witching, you get a lot of options that it'll be basically closed out, and that's going to throw volatility in the market as it always does. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it. Take ownership of it and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night. Have a safe night. Come back and visit us tomorrow. Tommy kicks us off. Great show, 8:30 in the morning. Please tell your friends about TFNN. Tell them to go to YouTube and subscribe. Go get them, folks.